Welcome to Permadeath Extraordinaire, where I completely had my microphone away and had to bring it down so that I could talk. Anyway, we're going to continue our adventure through Factorio, kind of like Factory of the Noob Part 2, because I died, and that's what happens in a permadeath. In any event, let's play. This is vanilla. This is not how we load. And yeah, so it's vanilla, and it's an ongoing little adventure that we got going on here. So it's been a while since I streamed. Had some dental issues, frickin' teeth, hate them, gotta hate them. Then I had a cold before that, and yeah, it's been a good month. I'm having fun. Okay, so let me remember what the hell I have going on here. Okay, so main factory must be this way. It's been so long I barely remember the layout. This should be interesting. Okay, we got our iron coming in inefficiently. Let me see if I can get that to embrace both belts. Or both sides of the belt, I should say. Our fuel feed sucks. I'm gonna have to update that a little bit. Copper looks good. Yeah, the iron system, okay. What's happening here? These mines aren't producing. Because I'm dumb. And haven't put belts in. Okay, so that'll start using both sides of the belt now. And this is a catastrophe. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's since we're up here, let's see if we can improve the fuel feed a little bit. Yeah, as in like a very little bit. Let's see if we have the materials to make it happen. Yes we do. I'll just add one more drill. I don't think that's actually going to solve anything, but inefficiency is my middle name. Actually, it's not, but you know. Okay, like I said, I don't think that's actually going to solve my problem. We're eating coal at a tremendous rate. I hope they add nuclear soon. Actually, there's a lot of things I'd like to see from this game. And maybe I should check out the mods, because, you know, maybe there's some mods. In any event, whoa, welcome to the show, viewers. Dang, a lot of you guys showed up. Guys and gals. Welcome to the show. I'm more or less a new player, and I've played it a few times. And I have no idea how this factory works. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a fuel feed problem here. I think that's because I've got it shut off. Why would I have it shut off? That doesn't make any sense. And my viewer list on Twitch is usually messed up, so say hello in the chat. And if you're new to the channel, be sure and subscribe. I don't just play Factorio, I play a lot of weird stuff. I'm what they would call an alpha gamer. Why is this not... Oh, I am a derpy idiot. Okay. Why would I shut that off? Why did I shut that off? Anyway, so I have this really inefficient and large way of building. And because I haven't been on the factory for a while, it's I'm just trying to walk around and kind of get a feel for things. So apparently I had the fuel shut off. Don't know why I did that, but okay. And apparently I've got issues. Okay, so my factory is based on a recycling system where more or less there's a central artery and then there are legs each one creating different things in level of complexity, starting with the simpler stuff like your gears and your wiring, up to computers, walkways, grabbers, and I believe I was just about ready to upgrade to the next level, so to speak, batteries and doing the blue potion vials. So, where are we gonna go? And let me make sure that everything's running here. It looks like everything's looking good. Okay. Alright, tech-wise. I do like advanced oil processing, but it does take a lot of those. And those are hard to make right now. That's why we need to upgrade. Yes, we do. Meh. I'm not really familiar with the circuit network yet, so I'm not going to start messing with one of those. I'm just going to keep it inefficient. Let's see, making sure the stream looks good on the channel, which it does. Sweet. What does concrete open up? Okay, it's basically a dead-end passage. Alright. I don't need super fast yet. Oh, that's expensive. That's cheap. We can afford that. We can afford greens and reds. Blues is where it starts getting out of control. I would like to have that. I'd also like to have power armor. So we're gonna have, oh boy, decisions. I do plan on relying on laser turrets because we do have bug problems. I've got the bugs turned up to extra super hard, and we're gonna see where it goes from there. Faster research or gates? Gates can be useful. I do like productivity modules. I'm going to research those. Okay, so we have a lot of extra stuff on the belt right now. But I think that's due to iron production being stymied a little bit here. I'm trying to figure out why I turned that off. And what the point was. But, okay, I don't know what the point was of turning off the coal. What does this belt do? Grabs iron and steel, or iron and copper, and takes it to the refinery. Okay, I understand. We probably don't want this running just yet. So clearly I was working on the refinery. Whoa, okay. Okay, let's go over to the refinery and see what's going on over there. Definitely gave myself plenty of room to build. Damn. Okay, so... wow, okay. Battery creation. Sulfuric acid creation. Main tap lines. A turret, because apparently we had problems. Man, I should watch a prior episode. I don't remember anything. Okay, so plastic factory. Sulfur factory. Main refineries. Okay, these seem to be pumping just fine. Oh. The reserves drop over time. But we'll be fine. Alright. So, how full are the tanks? Not very. Ooh, they're filling up really slowly. But 2, 4, 6, 8, so 800 per. So I've got 2,400 units. I do have enough to start actually working with it. Strange plan I have here. So bug-wise, yeah, we got some bug problems. We're gonna have to deal with that. Alright, so it looks like the next stage is preparing the factory over here for creating blue potion vials. Oh, we've got to secure a new source of coal too. We're gonna have some serious fuel issues. We already have serious fuel and power issues. Alright, let's analyze this a little bit, shall we? The nearest coal is up next to a gigantic infestation. Oh my god. And what the hell is that? Oh, under attack. Hopefully the turret takes care of it. Okay. It's bad. It's real bad. And coal. Oh. We might be in really big problems here. Okay, we're gonna have to worry about it later. For now, I need to up the coal production. A lot. Need him for later. Okay, let's do this. We've got to rework this whole structure here. Thankfully we haven't had too much trouble from the bugs up north. Hack. Okay. Let's rework this whole thing just a little bit. Yep, this will work. It's a little clumsy, but I don't feel like chopping down trees. Of course, I locked myself out. I think it's the first time I've done that. Alright. Let's see now. Let's just take all of this down. It's time for a new system. 1.8. Oops. Quit it. Okay, don't really need those. Actually, I'm being dumb. One more. I do like this game. It's interesting. So I'm gonna have to check out some of the mods for it and see what's available. I'd like to see some that expand the Survivor kind of feel to it, or Orkin Man feel to it. Perhaps you're just an intergalactic bug exterminator. I think I've suggested that before in prior episodes, so I won't go over it again here. What I will do is get some power run into this. Get some power here. And there. And I believe this can just run straight in without anything fancy, and we should be fine. And this can actually go away. And then everything's running. No. I could have just rotated that. Yep, I gotta get the feel of the game again. I have to play it for a few episodes. Okay, hopefully that'll take care of some of our fuel needs for a little while. Let's see how the iron mines are doing. Looks like this one's done. See if there's any invisible resources there. Yeah, 1,000 invisible resources. Go ahead and grab those, because I'm stingy like that. Let's see, this one's not running either. Let's take him down. 1, 2. Just because I don't want to micromanage it and have to come back up here in 5 minutes to move it down one more. Alright. Get quite a bit more coal through now. Hopefully it'll start feeding these damn furnaces. Burning through a lot of coal. I don't know if I can secure that southern coal patch in time. Unless I do something drastic. Okay, my assembly line, this is the inherent problem. It starts getting backed up. And that's a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and filter some more coal in. This is the coal feed that feeds some of the machines a little further down. These guys are not outputting because I have plenty of drones for the moment. I'm seeing a lot of yellow grabbers but no walks, so I'm going to change these around. That's the problem with this factory, is it's very inefficient. I need to change it around. Okay. And it's mostly because I'm not getting the right feeds of copper and iron into the entire mix. As I get more power to the system, this will start speeding up a bit. And yeah, it looks like we're looking good. Ish. This is just a total mess. These are grabbing final products off the line. You know what? I gotta turn this thing off. The machine needs to be turned off. I gotta shut it down. Because it's time for the next section of building anyway. Let's see, what do these need again? Yeah, gears and copper. Why are these... Oh, because they're so slow on the electricity, they're not even getting what they need. Oh, I'm gonna have to go figure this out. Let me go down here and grab some extra coal. If we have any. None. None down there either. Uh-oh. And to think I thought I was ready to build a lake house. Or I could retire and let my factory make blue things. Okay. It's all about the coal. That's why I had this turned off. Okay. I now agree with that policy. We're going to go and shut this down. And we're going to put all the coal into the furnaces. Doesn't entirely solve the problem, but kinda. Maybe I shouldn't have put chests here, but... Maybe I shouldn't have put chests here. Really was what it comes down to. And just do a direct feed. That way I'll know when the power goes down a little bit more immediately. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's put the extra coal up in here. You gotta fix this. Gotta fix this. What? Really? Okay. That one had a lot of coal in it. The grabber arm's kind of silly, I know, but that's okay. And now we'll sit here for just a moment and watch this and make sure that it's running okay. Now the next one should start getting some coal. Okay, we'll be up to full power in no time. Alright, I'm going to grab this coal, as much of it as I can. I'm going to turn this back on. No, it's got to go before the splitter. I'm just going to put a coal dump here. Am I? Okay. I am apparently that silly. I'm so derpy on these controls. Whoa, that is not what I wanted. Okay, that should help power everything up. I would like to kind of keep that coal as part of a reserve. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this chest. Let's put one right here. And any excess coal will get caught, put into that chest. I really need to stop using those. Aha, modules, excellent. Really want that. Kind of want this too. It's expensive, but only in greens. We'll do that. Because once we have it, and it's good. Alright, I'm carrying all that coal with me still, because I'm an idiot. Put those in there. Anything else I want to throw in there? Fish. And I think I'm good. Yes, no. That. Okay. Eventually I'm going to move that chest down to where it's more convenient and easier to reach. But for now, that's where it's got to be. Here, I'm going to put about half of this, just roughly half. That's a little bit more than half, but I'm not worried about it. Into here. Alright, done with logistics. Let's go down and see what we can build. I'm gonna have to grab some iron. So, let's see. You know, I need an abundance of iron, so I'm going to build an abundance of iron. I'm gonna let the machines have their fill. And we may end up with a bunch of extra gears and stuff, but that won't hurt us because we'll just physically feed the machines what they need. Like here, is this... Okay, I'm only grabbing steel, it looks like. Why would I... Okay. Oh, and green chips. Lots of those. Good, good. Looking good on this stuff. Let's go grab the other stuffs. Most excellent. Let's see, I'm just going to be half-ass here with the amounts. Alright, that should definitely keep us going. Yeah, my system just doesn't quite get the proper feed to make everything work efficiently. I get too much of something and not enough of another thing. And when I compensate, I'm just gonna have... we'll compensate here in a minute. All this has to go. That's a pretty big rebuild there. Alright. We're going to want to move it a long ways away from where I'm thinking there's going to be construction. So out here is where these chests and science and all that's going to go. More steel chests. More steel chests. I'll just carry all that at one time. And for now I'm gonna, just for carrying purposes, I'm gonna drop off all of my inventory. And hopefully remember that I dropped it off here. Actually, this will be being stored. That was dumb. I think I had an idea, but that idea probably was not going to work. Like I said, I'm kind of slow at this. Ay caramba. Yeah, with these I'd have to choose the grid option. Grabber, chest, grabber, base. I was briefly watching a show on YouTube where they had a bunch of players in one server, Swarm Play it was called, and the guy that was hosting that, he builds very quickly. He's definitely got the plan. Alright, let's see. I need grabbers, and I'm probably without materials because I dropped all my materials off. Need those. Here, you know what? Just grab the stuff that's not en masse, but is useful. I don't think that's a more efficient way of doing it. I think that's no good. What am I thinking? I'm not. I'm clearly not thinking. Let me see if I can apply brain here. Apply brain. Just going to run kind of a clumsy, derpy power system. Might not be pretty, but it will work. Are you kidding me? I thought I had the steel. I got steel. What am I missing? Copper plating, which I do have some of that. Why didn't it grab that? It's going to take me a little while to get used to the game again. That's obvious. That's what you get when you don't play it for a while. Okay, and half. One. And that. 1, 2. And half. Good enough. Totally didn't see these guys. Alright, good enough. That'll keep us researching for a little while as long as we stay cheap. Okay, all these walls were for the refinery. We also need some turrets. We're gonna have to make some laser turrets. The belt is just overloaded. Badly. Awesome. Okay, that's fine. Why is there so much iron on this belt? It's not getting taken back off, is it? Yes, it is. Here it is. It comes in, by the way, goes past the in feeds, and anything that doesn't get used comes back and gets taken out. Okay, let's finish moving all this, because I need to move to the next stage. Next stage being blue science-y stuff. I'm going to clean these belts here in a minute. But for now I'm gonna let it keep running because I need these iron plates. So to make sure they don't all get converted into gears, which will happen if I let them circulate long enough, I'm gonna start catching them. Oof, yeah, definitely It hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been forever. Damn. Alright. I've been getting some practice for From the Depths. I'll be doing a From the Depths stream here very soon. So, okay. This is getting way too much iron at this point. So much that this can't keep up. I'm having bad electrical fluctuations. Gonna have to provide more power. Let's go. I don't have any iron. Have to wait for iron. Oh, wait, no I don't. There's an overabundance of iron on this belt right here. What a coincidence. Alright. And I'm going to fully shut this entire operation down. Until we fix this power problem. Okay, let's see. I think that's all basically lit up. Okay. I do need some pipes. Pipes. Do I have any in the inventory? No. Do I have any on the toolbar? Yes. Excellent. Now we need to make 2 more of these. And we're to the point now where it's getting kind of derpy, as in we're getting tight up against the lake. And I won't have any path where I can get through. How many more of these can I build? I would like to see 4. I'm trying to keep as much plant as I can, so that way I don't have to worry too much about the bugs. Something like this, maybe, is what I'm looking for. I'm out of pipes? Really? Wow, those went fast. Okay. You know what, we're going to run this underground. I hope. I'm going to try to run this underground. Oh, we don't want that happening. That's what I'm worried about happening. I have no curves. Beautiful. And we'll change this around a little later, but for now we should get the power that we need. Are you close enough to grab? You will be. I'm actually going to wait for this fish. I'm going to need him later. To secure that coal field, we're going to have to basically declare war. And we're going to have to grab that coal field really soon, because this one's just not going to go the distance. It's got to be this one. So many bugs. Well, that's what it's all about. Wanted to have an exciting life in the game, so here we are. And it is, of course, permadeath run, so if I die, I die. And we have to start over, which I've already had to do once, and I'm not looking forward to doing that again, so... Gonna try really hard not to die, so I'm being overcautious. Okay, everything's producing. I've been procrastinating. I need to build the blue science potion factory. Fish. What have I done? Clearly, I have no excuse. I just need to get to playing the game. It's water temp. Good. Not quite optimal, but close enough. Hopefully I'm getting enough power now, which now is not the time to test it because the factory is turned off officially. Welcome to the show, viewer. Say hello, my viewer list is often messed up. And let's see now, where are we going from here? I need to clean up these belts and make a substantial change. Central artery system with a recycler and side wings. That's how the factory works. Okay. With that in mind, I need to start making blue. So, turn off the coal feed. And we're going to clean up the belts. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to finish what we started a little bit earlier, which was moving all of this, which basically all of this can go. There's a potion laying out there. I could say vial, but potion sounds so much better. Okay, and we have a bunch of crap we got to transfer. 2 chests, which are up here. I don't want to put them that far up there. I ain't gonna. That's too far up. Want to be a little closer to the action, but far enough away that I'm not going to have to do this again anytime real soon. What these are is they're my excess chests. Where I keep all the extra stuff that I've been kind of picking up or that the factory produces. So let's put some walls, some stone. Dedicate this one to those guys. And this stuff, actually no. Do that separate. Get that in there. Copper ore in there. This now makes absolutely no sense. So let's try this again. We'll just kind of do it in order of complexity. There we go. Okay, and one more. This can all go into one chest. Okay, and go clear out the other ones. Did I totally kill the power structure here? I think I did. It's alright. I'll be putting in a new, more upgraded one here in a moment. Matter of fact, let's clean up all of this mess of power lines, obsolete ones, just to make it look a little better. Well, why did I... Not very smart. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Whatever. Okay. I guess it helps if I power these now, which was the whole point of this. Supposed to not be using these old style ones, but since I have so many of them, I just tore down a bunch to put them right back in. Okay. Guess I can deal with that. Alright. These also have to go. So all that was unnecessary. Oh boy. I'm doing so good. Doing so good. And these factories, I had to squeeze them together because of the damn conveyor belts. Okay, so moving right along. Let's clear the belts. I guess not. Let's go clear our inventory instead. We have a lot of green chips, which is good, because we're going to burn through those pretty fast. Yeah, not as much ammo and stuff as I was hoping. I'm going to put a separate chest over here for military items. 2 chests. And then this will be grenades and drones. Got 100 of each. Okay. Looks like ready to move on. Yeah, the factory is ready for expansion, that's for sure. So it is basically ready for the next stage. I just need to clear these lines. I'm going to clear these lines. I'm going to feed as many of the advanced machines as I can. Or the advanced factories. Advanced being the ones that are making the potion vials. A lot of stuff. So the factory does have a suitable output. I just need to balance out the inputs so that it doesn't get too much of this and not enough of that, which is what it's really running into. Okay, good enough. A few items that are left over can just go ahead and keep circulating. Actually, no, they can't. I want them. Let's call it an OCD thing. I want the belts to be mostly clear. And since my inventory is mostly clear, it should give me a pretty good idea of what we're overproducing. Yellow grabbers. That was easy. Let's see, let's put those in here. Coal. Okay. Personal store. Gonna grab that. Those. Those. Some copper. couple of those. And that should be enough, you think? One more. And those in case we need for furnaces. Okay. I'm armed ish. We do have flamethrower tech. I should maybe research a little bit of that, but we'll get into that here in a minute. Why has research stopped? You must be backwards. Is that really how long it's taking? Really? Holy crap. Whew, alright. That takes a while to research. I mean, okay, wow. Alright. I need turrets. The bugs are gonna start getting pissed off as soon as I upgrade just a little bit, they're gonna start getting mad. My pollution is just about ready to touch several nests. Batteries, I need batteries. Alright. Let's go christen the refinery and turn it on. To make batteries, we need sulfur, iron, and copper. Need sulfuric acid, iron, and copper. Crap. Okay. Yeah, we gotta turn this thing on. At least for a little while. Guess what this is going to create? A bunch of pollution. Here we go, these lines should start filling. Maybe. Okay, did I set these? Yeah, they're doing the refining. They are working. Most excellent. And we need sulfur, so we're going to have to turn on the petroleum factories. Petroleum is what we use the most of. And without doing advanced oil processing, we won't be able to change other oils back into petroleum. Basically, with advanced oil, you can bring these back into other forms. Anyway, yeah, it'll make more sense later. What I need to do... Oh, that would be so nice to have. Yeah, see, the factory is outdated compared to what we're capable of doing technology-wise. And, yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to let these fill up for a while. 45, 23... 30, yep. So we're getting some. It's actually processing pretty quick. We'll let those fill up. Give it some time. I'm going to build the next leg of the factory, I guess. So, to make the boo potion vials, we have to make a lot of stuff. I really need these laser turrets. I need them now and soon and fast. But apparently that's not going to happen. So I'm just going to build these and be ready for action, because that's what's going to have to... Action's coming. What does this take anyway? Light and heavy oil? Really? Okay, those turrets I'm going to start distributing because I know more bug attacks are going to start. And while we're waiting for bug attacks to start, let's upgrade the factory. I've been talking about it forever. Let's make it happen. Don't entirely know where this is going to be once we're all done here. So we'll just get rid of it so we don't feel restricted. Okay. For now I'm just going to run the arteries temporarily. I should use that ghost mode that I learned about recently, but no. Because holding shift, I'm left-handed, so everything's lefty, and I haven't changed my controls around. I'm too lazy. Sorry about that. Usually I mute before I take big rude drinks of stuff. But not this time. Okay, so let's rewire this a little bit. Like that. Just a little bit. And let's check our supplies. We have enough to proceed, so let's proceed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to need some of the most advanced factories we can build. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 of them. And then we're going to check to see what we need to make those vials again. Batteries. And advanced circuits. All this stuff takes petroleums. We're screwed. We're in big trouble. Okay. We're going to act like we have this tech. Because we do have this tech, we just got to wait. We're waiting for the resources. So, we have to make red factory. Duh. And purple factory. Uh-oh. So we need a blue to purple factory. Okay. And let's do that right now. Blue to purple. So it's going to need yellow inserters. You know what? We might retool these. No, let's not do that, because that's... Took a long time to set that up. Let's not... Wait, let's... It would only take a few minutes to retrofit it, but we're not going to do that. We're going to continue with the dysfunctional system that we've been using up to this point. We know this doesn't line up very well, but we're going to do it anyway. And actually, I'm going to do this in pairs. Okay, now what is this going to do? This is going to make blue inserters. Okay, so we're going to need iron computers and yellows. Iron computers. And any yellow grabbers that come through will go here. Those will go to these two factories, Which this is going to be a dedicated facility, so let's see if we can make it more dedicated, so to speak. So, if our inserters go in here and come out of here, something like this, in, out, in, out, we go right to the purples, which need circuits and the blues, and that's it. So we could make this a closed circuit in theory. That's not how we do this. We leave ourselves a little bit extra room. We're not hurting for room yet. Now this is theoretically going to be a closed system where it makes everything it needs right here. So he's putting circuits back on. I'm going to have a grabber grab circuits for us in case any extras are on the belts up here. Oh, I gotta get the hang of this again. Like so. Just in case there's any extras floating around, we'll grab them and shuffle them right back into here. Now, yellow. There might be extra yellows coming across this belt here because these need them. So we're going to steal some if we can off the end line. Of course, it's between the two power poles. Alright, so then that would do with the yellows, and then the purples go in, and hopefully we'll get enough circuits incoming to where we can do what we gotta do. I'm going to double this guy up and also have him grab extra circuits off of this line for now. That should be all we need, right? Ooh, iron. Iron never gets this far. Any extra iron that's floating around up here I'm going to bring down. Make sure this gets fed. I'm going to leave this open for expansion later, because we might need more of these. More than we know. And it'll give it more room to be derpy. So we can tune it. Oh, went one too early. Okay, perfect. Mostly. Now, these purples will be going to another dedicated facility, which will be basically right here. We will also give it plenty of room. I think I'm one too soon, but we'll worry about that. Okay. So, this is going to be building the next stage, which would be... We're making the purples. I keep forgetting what I need here. Oh, the reds. Reds need circuits, plastic, and copper cable, huh? So we'll have to import plastic from the refinery. That's not a problem. We definitely have copper cable, so that's not a problem. Okay, yeah, we can make these. if I remember correctly, it takes a while to make these, so I might want to just go ahead and cut to the chase. Because I think we're going to need these for other stuff. Personal use, in particular. Because I like to use them for modules. I really wish I could make some I want to make some of these extra products. So, yeah, we need to get the petroleum going as soon as possible. Getting there. We're getting there. That's not what I need, but I do need to build some more. And I'm just going to keep the inputs clean and the outputs clean. Okay, so let's see. By clean I mean not stacked on top of one another. Let's put this here, and we're going to be grabbing plastic, wire, and computers. Computers, wire, 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 wire. So I got to get the hang of this. Wire and plastic. Since this so far is the only place that we need to use plastic, I'm going to go ahead and cycle off of the other belts. Just plastic from this one. Let's see, we're going to need some circuits up there, but we don't have any further grabbers, so he's going to grab any extra circuits that are out here. And plastic. And he will also grab circuits and plastic. Might not be such a bad idea to cycle some tubing down here too. I'm going to do that. Nobody else up here needs it. Perfect. Now, put these in my inventory, pull these out where I can see them. I don't use these all the time. These are obsolete. I am an absolute space cadet right now. I'm forgetting projects mid-project. Oh hey look, gears. There's one little gear floating around out here. Let's go ahead and grab him up. Okay. Where are we? So this comes around, moves, goes through. Finally, we have solar power. Woohoo! Alright. Ooh, sorry about that again. Usually I mute my microphone before I drink, but I'm being a little lazy tonight. Welcome to the show, viewer. And what to do tech-wise. This is a permadeath run. If I die, I die. So I'm taking my time. Let's see now. I do like trains. We might need trains. Now that I'm finding that my coal supplies are getting kind of worn. And I plan on staying basically coal-based for a long time because it's inefficient and hard to deal with. And I won't be using the logistic robots because conveyor belts are inconvenient. I'm trying to make a Willy Wonka factory, if you will. But and I'm well on my way, that's for damn sure. So let's see now. What do we want? I really do like shields. Shields are good. I can afford shields because right now I don't have the capability to make blue potion vials, so it's just these for now. I do like shields. Shields are life. I'm going with shields. Okay. I'm working on the blue potion part of the factory right this moment. So, the factory. It's a central artery system with all the side production off to the side, feeding into the center, which will recycle, and that's how it works. You'll see more as we progress. In any event, continuing on. Okay, so he's going to put purples out onto the line, which will be here, and we go here and grab those, just like so. He's going to be putting red circuits out on the line, like so, and those are going to be being grabbed down the line a little ways. Or not. You know what? To avoid clogging the line, let's see if this will work. I think it'll get clogged up in seconds once I start the factory up, but it might not. We'll find out. Okay, so then the purples would come over here onto this feed, which is going to bind up this conveyor belt a little bit. You know what? Let's change this around just a bit. I don't think I needed to get rid of all of that, but yeah. I can't even talk tonight either. I'm just totally out of it. Alright, so let's try that again. Yeah, I want this cross feed without clogging the main line, so let's just do one of these. Oh, and the whole reason I wanted to do this. See, I can't even concentrate on what I'm doing at the moment. Terrible. And what I'm doing is just trying to make a transfer where it'll go to the other side of the belt. Not that difficult. And I think I just screwed it up, didn't I? If this stuff comes out, it'll go on to the far side. This is going to come over. Yeah, I think I just screwed it up. Grabbers put it on the far side, so it needs to go right here. Like that. That's it. I gotta get the feel for the game again. It's been a little while, not that long, only like a week or two, but I mean, wow, I really feel like I've missed a lot. Wow. Okay, so this will be feeding purples. Purples will be feeding directly into here, and then they're going to be taken away. I sure hope I got this right. It'll put on the far side and far side, so it should use both sides of the belt. Right, okay. On this side, we're also going to have grabbers. Here, and here. This one will be grabbing the purple grabber, and this one will be grabbing the reds. That's not what I meant to do. And feeding them onto this belt, which is going to be our final factory. Well, not really our final factory, but our final factory on this leg, which is going to be manufacturing these. So we're also going to need batteries and steel, which we'll be pulling from the main line. Batteries and steel. Let's see, nobody else here is using those three things, or two things, so we'll pull them down off of any other belt. Batteries, steel. Batteries and steel. I thought there was a way I could copy paste, but I forgot. One of the viewers was nice enough to tell me, and I completely forgot how to do it. It's like something like a shift click, and you can take the parameters from one to another. Alright, let's get some power up over here. And then I'm going to have a look at the bug situation, because I think it's starting to get pretty buggy out there. Oh, wow. And my pollution is starting to bleed into several hives. They're going to start attacking over here with a lot. I might want to start getting ready for that. We really need to up our technology and get our production going for really real. Okay, we need a lot of these. And a few more of these. I have a feeling these factories are going to be slow, as in they're going to produce very slowly. So I'm going to build two more. And he will be grabbing the finished product. I didn't even know I had the capability of making these. Oh, I don't. It's lying to me, but I can see it under the recipe, so I want to test the recipe here. Oh, I saw the purple. How did I just see the purple ones? Okay, screw it. Anyway, I was just going to see what the purple ones required material-wise. Get a sneak peek if I could. Can I get a sneak? No. Okay. Or can I? Under the recipes. No? Okay. I'm so confused. Alright. Input. Input, output, input, output. Okay, so now I need to set up the recycle belt. Awesome, awesome. Oh, we're so close to getting the blues going, so I can get this soon. Railway. I like the railway, so let's go ahead and start working on it. Okay, now I've been having trouble reblending these into two belts because I built the return system on a two-belt system. I shouldn't say I've been having problems, I'm just wanting to come up with a more efficient way of doing it. Let's start by blending these two belts. Into one, and then same with these. And we'll intermix them. I'm just going to use this as a mixer, not as a splitter. You know, if I'm going to mix them up, I think I could do it in a much more efficient way. Let me think for a sec here. Which is really hard, because I'm clearly not capable of thought these days. Let's drop this back. What I'd really like to do is blend these two together. Like that. Then bring this one into it. Oh, what am I thinking? And then split these two. And I'm hoping this will basically make a mixer that'll kind of mix up the two belts so that when they get recycled, they'll be mixed up. Mixed up being they'll have stuff from one belt on the other, etc., etc. You know what I mean. Like a blender. Oh wow, I'm really out of stuff. Huh, okay. I think that's all I need, right? I've got everything else. Wow, I got a lot of wood. Let's put that away. Got a lot of weird stuff here. Oh, science labs. Let's feed them. What do we got? 100 for you, and 100 of those. And you get about the same. Oh wait. There. Good enough, whatever. Let's take some more ammo with us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should do it. Wait, I made 6 turrets. I never put 100 rounds into the turret, but because I'm stingy like that. Welcome to the show, viewer. My viewer list is often messed up, so feel free to say hello in chat if you so desire. In any event, just working on the factory, getting about ready to start up the blue leg, and hoping that my new recycler works a little bit better than the old one did, because the old one got clogged up pretty fast. And the refinery over on the other side of the map is basically ready to go. I just need to... I'm waiting for resources, that's why I'm here doing this. Just waiting for enough resources to stack up. Anyway, so this is the return loop where any resources that weren't used by the separate side factories, because I have a central artery that feeds into side factories, and then they in turn feed back onto the main line. Everything's based around this main line. Does it clog? Yes. Is it inefficient? Oh, hell yeah. But it is a lot of fun to try and maintain and tweak and see if I can get it to work right. Now, since I have mixers further up the line, I think I might just take this one out. Actually, no, things are being fed back in from other lines, so we're going to leave that here. I'm using these as blenders, not as splitters. Okay, we can start sending stuff to the refinery. It's almost time to fire it all up. Awesome. I might... Gates. Now I'm trying to be inefficient, so I won't be using logistic robots, and I'll probably stick with coal as my fuel source for quite a while. So electric furnaces I might use for personal use, as in my own little personal factory, which I'm going to construct real soon. Personal factory being a couple of facilities that build stuff that I personally need, so I don't have to worry about it. Like conveyor belts, grabbers, engines, because engines, I usually don't need that many of them as far as I know. Anyway, we'll get around to it. I hope to have a sub-facility for everything. Let's go with gates, because we're going to start having bug problems real soon. Think that's enough bugs? I do. I have to get this coal supply. So this hive have to go. And this hive... Because of the forest, I don't know how experienced all the viewers are in the game, but forest for me is a big pain in the ass, because if the bugs catch you in the forest and you get hooked up on a tree, you could die. And this is a permadeath run, so if I die, I gotta start over. And I'm not wanting to start over anytime real soon. So, crap, speaking of the bugs, my pollution is starting to encroach on them, so I think they're gonna start hitting over here a lot harder. I've got some turrets and ammo on me, I'm waiting to see where they attack the most before I start putting turrets up. I've got enough turrets to soak up any attacks that come my way, mostly. I guess maybe I should finish this wall. I've been carrying the materials for this wall for a long time. How far should we go? Oh, well, we should just go all the way up here. Really? Underground water pipe. Yeah, this will work. I'll put those underground eventually. I could do it right now. But we'll wait because I need gates, so that way I can actually get into the refinery. Going over here to check the levels. Pipes are full. We're actually indicating some good stuff here. Good. Are you running? What's going on here? This one's acting funny. Like it's not connected or something. Are you not connected? Okay, well, that slowed down production a little bit. My refinery is huge. I love it. Getting around in it I don't love. Crap, I'm stuck. Help! I could put some of this underground. These are tap lines, which will eventually feed, once again, just like the main factory, into sub-factories. These are temporarily set up right now. They'll be set up a little bit better, a little bit more organized on the north and south eventually. But for the moment, Alright, you are connected to the heavy oil line, right? Into the heavy oil, also into the heavy oil. He's connected into here, into the heavy oil. He's connected into here, into the light. Oh, so these two refineries weren't... It's okay. They probably have a lot of crude. Yeah. Okay. Let's go over and check the wells, shall we? Just because we're over here. I should get a car. Don't have that technology yet. And we don't even have a wall all the way around. Oh my god. Wall time. I hope I don't have to protect these power lines. Am I going? Of course I'm not going past them. I could use grenades to clear out some of these woods, but I'm trying to maintain as much woods as I can for pollution purposes. I don't want all these hives coming after me right now. I would also try and use a flamethrower, but I don't have the facilities to make the fuel, and I'm worried about causing a wildfire. I'm gonna hope this is good enough for now. How did what? Yeah, I'm just gonna include these barely. Just because I'm being lazy. That's basically it. I don't want to clear all those trees to make the wall come out this way the whole ways. Know what I mean? My god, this refinery's big. Who built this thing? Beautiful. Okay. That's only a partial wall up here, just kind of there. Which actually... we could probably get rid of that partial wall. Save ourselves the bricks. Alright, so we have... I don't... does this wall... it does go all the way around. Nice, I'm basically fully protected now. I think I even have an inner courtyard, almost. No, I don't. Okay, good. There's one vulnerable area right here. Which we can change that real fast by just going to the lake. With this wall. And this wall. Actually, no. Don't be dumb. I'm a little out of it, so pay no attention. Pay no attention. Well, actually, pay attention isn't like watch the show, but, you know, don't pay attention to the idiot running the show. Okay, so let's see. Did I get that backwards? Yes, I did. Of course I did. There we go. Yay, I feel so much safer in a Minecraft way from the creepers and the monsters. Welcome to the show, viewers. Feel free to say hello in the chat. My viewer list is often messed up, so... Okay, so what am I thinking here? I built this and then took a few days off, about a week or so, maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks, so I'm trying to decode what exactly I had going on in the factory. Looks like incoming and outgoing pretty straightforward. Alright, let's go ahead and connect this, because I'm going to turn on I'm going to turn it all on here in just a minute. Starting with this factory right here. Because we need to start producing sulfur. And we need said sulfur to go right into this factory. Let's see, he needs sulfuric acid. Okay, so, and let's get the water going for this one. Oops, that's not water, that's a turret. There we go. And this should start generating some sulfuric acid and filling up that tank. I'm going to let this run for a little bit, and I'm going to go turn on the main factory. I really need to get a car. And I don't know, I don't have gates yet. I know, it's silly. Is that where I'm going to be coming and going? Probably, yeah. We'll leave the gate there. Actually, we're going to move it. The gate will eventually be up here. That'll be our gate. So we'll leave it open for now. Take a run down the conveyor belt. Is there any fish? Come here, fishy. I'm using my light to lure him. I heard fishermen do that. I don't fish. I've seen it done and I know the concept and I have fished, but not my sport. Wait a minute. I think I saw one over here. There he is. Fish regenerate your health if you didn't already know. Rocky, how you doing today? Saw your hello message there. And yeah, just continuing. Same factory, same life, haven't died yet. Yay! I shouldn't have said a word, because this is what's going to be coming up here in the next, I don't know, it's a stream, I'm taking my time, next hour or so. Okay, so let's turn on the factory. The factory cannot run at full potential yet, because I don't have it, well, you'll see. We're just going to run it. I need a better iron system. Gonna have to upgrade a lot of this in a little while. I do like the high speed though, it definitely carries the iron around a little quicker, gets things going faster. Alright, so copper furnaces are going. We're gonna have tubing coming out very soon. We're gonna have our iron gears, and it's time for an intermission. I'm gonna let this thing run. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that we can see a little bit of the action as it's happening. And I'm going to do my AFK thing. Before I do that, I'm going to save the game. For those of you new to the show, intermission, 3 to 5 minutes. I basically go and get a drink, stretch the legs, do all that kind of good stuff. And I just leave it running. The rule is if I die while I'm away, that doesn't count. And if I die from a glitch, that doesn't count. So that's why I save it before I go. In any event, I'll let you guys enjoy the view of the factory, and I will be right back. Do stay tuned and be sure and subscribe to the channel to see other games as well as more Factorio. In any event, this is Permadeath, and I'll be right back. I always seem to get a technology upgrade when I'm AFK. So, hey man, I'm back. Welcome to the show, viewers. And, yeah, let's see, technology-wise, what are we wanting? I'm just kind of unlocking willy-nilly here. Those could be useful. I do like the idea of landmines. We might need them. Plus, I need it to get tanks in the next level of military. And I can afford it, so we're going to do that. Hey, this thing's kind of working here. I'm going to let it keep working. But I'm going to be silent for just another minute. I'm going to take a drink, and I'll be right back. Alright, this is Permadeath, and I'm back for real. Okay, so let's see, what do we got going on? Looks like everything's building actually pretty well. I probably shouldn't have activated this line yet, because it's going to start soaking up stuff it doesn't need. So this is actually a good time to set it up to recycle. So it's not going to, yeah, computer chips, iron, computer chips. Get those back into circulation. This one's going to do the exact same thing. So we'll go ahead and set up its recycle line. Oops. What have I done to myself? Quit it. Alright. What do we need to get rid of out of here? Chips. What else do these take? Oh yeah, tubing. Tubing and plastic. Those will get recycled back into the main line. We're going to have to set one up here. These might not be used. Who knows? And batteries, batteries, batteries. Okay. That way, again, anything that doesn't get used on the intakes gets cycled out. Now I do need to set up a system over here. Temporary. Let's set it up actually a little closer to... this is the best place probably. To be completely honest. Oh, why did it do that to me? The power system hates me. It's always one square too little. There, good enough. Okay. And we're going to grab final end products. Come off here. For now. End products being our reds and greens. You do the same thing. Reds and greens. Red, green. That way they're getting pulled off both lines. And we're going to bring another power line down here. Like so. And 2 more boxes. That's not how we do that. This one's going to be for ammo. Ammo, ammo, ammo. And grenades. And drones. That's not drones. That's drones. I've also heard you can use poison spheres to kill off trees for clearing ground, basically. And so I heard that, yes. I haven't tried it yet, but I believe it. Okay. That should cycle all the end products off. Okay. let's head back over. This thing actually kind of works. Those of you who have been watching the stream for a while, it kind of works. It's chaotic and crazy, but it works. Not so bad. Okay. Oh, by the way, I do need to do something before I go. Up to the refinery. I'm not producing yellow grabbers right now because I have a bunch of them. So we're just going to physically feed the machine. Wait a minute. I grabbed 2 stacks. I should grab 4. One, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 stacks, dummy. I guess I could have used one for myself. It's the back and forth game. Back and forth simulator. Okay, I'm pretty convinced this system works. It just needs to be tweaked a little bit. I keep saying that, but you know what? I'm gonna stick with it. Because try not to build like other people build. That's why I didn't watch any videos or how-tos or playthroughs or any of that. So yes. Alright, now we're going off to the refinery. We're going to be going to war real soon. Wonder if I should turn this on yet. No. Because we're not producing enough refinery goods yet to warrant turning it on. It'll just end up clogged with a bunch of random crud. Okay, so we've been producing plenty of this. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down for now. Actually, do we need sulfur anywhere else? We need it for batteries, don't we? No, we need sulfuric acid. Sulfur acid. Sulfuric acid. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Okay, let's see. Turret shooting speed 2, go for it. And let's turn this off for the moment. Wait a minute, sulfur. I know I'm going to need that for something else. I think it's explosives. Okay, is this thing working? Why doesn't it seem like it's... Oh, crap. Ah, crap. Double crap. Okay. I guess just take what I've got. I guess I'll get more somewhere. Okay, well that sucked. Alright, you know what, I'm going to take 100 and put them into this chest. Along with 100 of that. Just get it prepped so that way it can start. Do I need batteries right this moment? Kinda. I need plastic right this moment too. How full are the petroleum tanks? 7, 9, 9. Yeah, these will fill up before this one will, because this is the one that we're using the most of. I just know the bugs are going to start attacking. I'm going to need a highway through here as in a quick way of getting through. I might have to install a way through. How about right here? I do like to have one straight pipe so that way I know what's in the pipe. There we go. Now at least I can get through here, kinda. We do have turrets set up. I should fortify 45 those positions. I cannot talk. I can't think. Man, wow. Wow. Alright. Probably makes for an amusing watch, though. Just enough to keep the bugs from chewing on them directly through the walls, which I've noticed they sometimes do. I can up oil production. I could always throw another rig on each one of these main lines. Each of these 3 clusters, by the way, feeds into a separate system. Let's go ahead and finish doing what we were doing. Let's go one more. This one should be fine. Like so. Another one here might not be such a bad idea, turret-wise. Let's do that. And give him 50. Wall him in here. Perfect. Sorry about that. Hit the microphone. And, up here is kinda like, you know, not defended at all. Let's do something about that. Do I expect too much trouble up here? Not really. But you never can tell where these bugs might hit. I've been hit by them in strange places before. I'm finally out of wall. Okay, I can deal with that. I'm curious to see how the factory does, fully fired up, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I'm also going to go turn on this. No, not that. This. We'll burn all the petroleum, why not? Okay, the return stuff's going this way, which will take it back to base. I really need to just build a highway where I can drive the car back and forth in a straight line. But no, I don't, because I have train technology and I should start considering a train station. Ah, fudge. That's going to take some intense building and thinking. Okay, so we see no copper is getting through at all. Let's go to the bottom line here. Yeah, no copper gets through. We've got way more walkways than we do yellow grabbers. So let's go ahead and feed the remainder of these into the machine. This bottom line's getting pretty clogged up with stuff. This guy's already grabbing chips. I'm going to turn that off. And put one up here. To grab these. get a few more on the line so that we can make more chips. Or computer drones. Or combat drones. Copper. Copper's a problem. We've got some kind of copper deficiency going on here. What's happening over here? Alright, we're going to upgrade these to faster furnaces. Actually, no we're not. We're going to stay primitive. Stay in the Stone Age, shall we? Why can't I grab that? There we go, okay. Because I already have the furnaces. We'll just keep doing this. Let's build one more. We could probably get away with two more, right? Yep. Without having to make any change. Two. And I'm out of materials. Okay, now I got some materials. And that's how we do it in Shoddy Town. Okay, let's see. That's not where I wanted you. Actually, it kinda is. Okay, that should out copper a little bit. And I still do want to upgrade, so I have a rock factory because I don't bring rock in on the central arteries. I do have a rock factory. It's a little ways out here. Another reason why I need to make either a train or a car. Or a car. Wonder how are we running? Oh crap! We're already starting to push our power limits again. Hmm. I wonder if I need to up copper production. I'll have to consider that. I'll have to do it eventually anyway, but I wonder if I need to right now. And where are my fish? Go away, fish. And old power poles, don't want those. Trying to phase those out. Got one steel mill that's empty now. See if there's any more that can be scraped out of here. Nope. I got all the... There's occasionally in resources that don't show. So you gotta scrape around every once in a while. And it looks like we're pretty much SOL. I need to start thinking about where I'm going to get iron from now, too. Put this in inventory. I'm trying to phase those out. Okay, that should take care of... Well, no, this is going to have to move. I can already see it. Let's go ahead and move it now. Okay, let's check the coal reserves. We do have one not working, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Gate through there when we get gates unlocked, which I do have gates unlocked, dummy. And that ate up the rest of... The hell did that just eat up? Oh, stone walls. That's not a high priority gate. This one is. Alright, my first gate. Yay! Finally got a gate built. What do you know? Okay, so the sulfur's cut off. The plastic, we'll be getting stuff here real soon. The batteries are actually going out. Awesome. I want to start making productivity modules, so I'm going to have to up that red chip production. I want to actually get that going right now. So let's... Oh, I don't have... Okay, alright. This is going to have to mix in. And it's going to have to do it down here a little ways. Let's just take this down here for now. And we're going to put some blues on it. Let's see. Thinking about the best way to do this. There's the easy way, and then there might be... Yeah, okay. I'm going to make a slight change to this. We can afford... Well, let's see. Electric engines. What do those do for us? We make electric engines. And we need that for power armor. We're going to need power armor, like soon. The bugs, they're coming. They're going to start attacking one of these days. I really want the advanced oil processing. What's this going to open up for us? Nothing that we need right now. Don't need that, don't need that. Don't care. Don't want those, don't worry about it. I keep saying I need a car. It'd be fun to build one, a little highway. Yeah, let's do that. Now this thing, okay, so I wanted to build this more room, so let's do this. Something like this. That way I can go not up there, down here. And that sucks. Okay, let's build some more. And a bunch of these. I should just make a mass production facility and make like a whole chest full of these conveyor belts and grabbers. I don't need those. I actually need these. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, because I don't know how fast or how big the demand's going to be. Wait, that's the way it's got to be, huh? Yeah, because that's the way I just set it up. Should have given it a little bit more room. Oh well. Okay, so with luck, these will start feeding batteries. Let's go ahead and turn these on. There's no copper going through. Still need more copper. And what it is, it's an ore issue. So we're going to have to get some more ore going. At least 2 more mines. And we're going to have to get more power going. It's a constant need to get something going. Okay, let's rework this whole park here. Okay, that'll work. For the moment. I'm going to grab all that, get rid of that, and let's get rid of these for now. So we're going to, like I said, I'm going to just rework this whole thing. How many did I say I needed? 3? I built 1? Or did I say 2? 80? Something like that. Oh well, we're going to build 2 more. That's not where we're going to build it. We're going to build it right there. Yeah, right there. Actually, let's see if there's any hidden resources, because I'm stingy like that. See, there's always some hidden there. Any right there? Yep. 1,000. So we'll go here, here. 1 more. It's a lot of copper. Let's see how this does. Might be enough. That's not a happy sound. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're actually destroying something over there. Scheisse. Run, slow guy, run! We gotta get over there and see what's going on. I also gotta get my brick factory going. Oh, there's still no power to this. Oh, crap. Ah, we'll come back to it. Gotta go see what's going on over here. Oh, wait a minute. It is up here at the stone factory. One beast. Doesn't look like he destroyed anything of value. Wall. Good thing is about the bugs, they're not the brightest. They are, you know, bugs. Guess I should probably fuel these. They've been sitting here idle for quite a while. Okay, and maybe a turret. Put it, get off the conveyor belt. There we go. About 2. Since they haven't been attacking here very often, just a few rounds each for now. Drat. Good enough. Okay. And since we seem to be doing a little bit of building here and there, I'm going to ditch that half stack, grab that. That should work. Now let's get the power back up. It doesn't look like we need this, or that, or that. And we could actually run our power straight through here. Like so. Okay, make sure everything's alright. Yep. I do need some coal, though, so let's grab some off this line. And there we go. Fuel that forever. Okay, looks like maybe we could redo this part too. Does it show I've been neglecting my resource gathering? I hope it doesn't show. I hope it doesn't show. Too much. There we go. There we go. It's plenty. Perfect. It's always one shy of what I need. I know it isn't actually that way, it just seems that way. Okay, we have a partial stack. I'm going to take this full stack and drop that in there. Thank you, I'll be back. Do I have a brick grabber? I do, but they're feeding right into the... I'm going to turn this off for a moment just to get bricks. I don't know exactly what I need bricks for, but I do need them. Can't remember what it is that I need them for. Oh well. This way, when I need them, there will be plenty. Oh yes, the power plant. Need to expand this again. I'm going to change this thing around completely as well. Because that system was dumb. Let's not do that. Let's do this a little bit more clever. Okay, so these are going to have to go back underground. I think they can go 5 underground. I don't even know. See, I should know these things. But if I knew them, it wouldn't be as much fun. Looks like they can go at least 5. So, good. I don't think they need to go that far, but, you know. Okay, so if we were to put a machine right chaw, it wouldn't go. We'd have to go right here. Okay. What's the water temperature on this one? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. I'm trying to leave myself room to get through. That was the whole point of moving all this. Can't go underground quick enough there. Alright, we'll just go pyramid style. Probably gonna need another pump. And that's what I meant by pyramid style. I'm just gonna have to remember that it's a pretty long run all the way around. Are we even walled off in that direction? Yes, we are. Yay! Okay. Little things make you happy in this game, that's for sure. Especially when you're surrounded by hostile insects that are ready to eat you at any given moment. See, it theoretically will be right there, right? Okay, let's see if this works. Alrighty, how many of my boilers do I have? How many do I need? I need 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Do I have any? 12. I thought I had some. Guess I don't. I can only make 10. Because I'm likely missing the stone. I'd like to build this all at once, so I'm gonna go grab some stone. I should have some extra over here somewhere. I wonder how the factory's doing. Oh, Ermagerd. Wow. It's a mess. Completely locked up. Guess maybe that splitter wasn't a good idea. It'd still be locked up. Fudge. Alright, we'll have to fix that later. I try not to just wantonly swear, right? Fine, so I use stupid acronyms. Acronyms? That's not the word. I don't even know what the word is. Okay, let's see. I'm just not getting the production I need to keep up with the facilities I have. But we're getting too much of one thing and not enough of another. Like, plates aren't getting through very well. Actually, they are. And they would be getting imported. This system is locked up. Completely. Wow. Okay, to add to the confusion, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, because it should have been running this whole time anyway. And this is a mess. Let's turn it off. It's got to be turned off. Turn off, turn off. There's no coal going through because I don't have the coal feed on. So let's add to the confusion by throwing even more stuff onto the conveyor belts. It should start to clear up, maybe. Maybe here in a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. Copper plates, they just don't seem to be getting where they need to go. Like, we're just not producing enough. Maybe because the copper plates are going directly into the tubing factories. I call it tubing even though it's wiring, and I call iron plate steel. I don't know what's going on. My brain does not work. Plain and simple. Okay. Oh, this is a mess. I don't think the system's... It kind of works, but it needs a lot of tweaking. Where can I speed it up? Or help the clog get back into circulation a little faster? Let's see. This is basically the only line that's really badly clogged. The other two seem to be working. I think I'm just going to let it run on its own for a little while here. And just let it run on its own for a little while here. Let's strategize. Let's get away from the wall before we do that. I really need a safe house. Nice little safe space. I don't have any of that. Okay. I do want to put out some red chips. These, I want to put some out. So, what do we need? Plastic? I ain't got no plastic. Okay. Once the coal here that you see getting fed in very, very slowly, once some of it makes its way over here, we should be better off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal some, and I'm going to help this line out just a little bit. That was a lot more coal than I wanted, but... Wait, what's my drop button? I can't remember what the drop button is. I never do it. Drop item Z. Alright. My controls are a mess. Okay, let's see. And let's do another stack. And the partial stack. Ta-da! Okay. Now we're going to actually go with this, and we're going to see what's happening over at the refinery while we let the factory see if it can clear itself out a little bit. Want to see if it stays completely jammed and muddled up, or if it manages to fix itself. Oh, I do like gates. They're such a small thing, but yet such a nice thing to have all at once. That's connected. We're still producing sulfuric acid, I hope. We should probably put some more sulfur out. Otherwise that thing's just going to load up with iron. I'm not sure we want that. And I'm certain we're running low on petroleum. No, actually we're doing okay. I mean, okay. Oh, I guess because these other two refineries weren't working. I don't know. For some reason it's inconsistent. That's alright. 7, 3. Yeah, this was the only refinery that was working for a while, I guess. And I do it this way for control purposes. So that way I can shut off just one leg of it and still keep another leg running. Or I can devote one leg to one specific thing. Like if I just want to make sulfuric acid, I can turn one thing over to just producing that. And at any time I can cut off production in order to get a quote-unquote national reserve going. Ah, here comes our coal. And we're going to end up with a really clogged line here very soon. This is going to have to return coal, copper, and iron back to the line. Coal, iron, copper. And just for consistency, I'm going to do that. There we go. That way anything extra will end up back on the main line, which should take it... I guess I could put a gate right there, but... Oh no, you can't put gate... Well, I can put... because it's underground, derp. Yeah, I could put a gate right there. Like, right here I'll put a gate. I don't think I can build one right now, because I have no bricks. I can build one right now. Because it takes walls, not bricks. Alright, where's my undergrounds? I don't have any. Really? It's amazing how much stuff you use without really realizing that you've used it. That's backwards. There we go. Then I could put a gate here. That way I can just run straight through. And we'll expand it one more in case I ever need to drive a car or tank through there. Not that I would into the woods. Alright, and this will return everything back to the line. Theoretically. If the line wasn't completely full of stuff. Alright, time to start clearing the belts. I end up doing this a lot. I'm gonna have to tweak this build a lot. I'm gonna have to do some real I've been being lazy, so I haven't been doing the reworking that I should. And actually clearing these upper belts is a waste of time. I should just let them all consolidate onto the lower belt. Okay, so a lot of this stuff I'm just going to feed back to the machines that need it. I'll go ahead and, yeah, pay no attention. Alright, that's a little loud. Let's see, any of these? Of course not. Any of these? Yeah, but that's stuff I want to keep on me, so it's all intermediary items that I'm carrying. Okay, any of these? See, this is too greedy. I need to slow it down because it's making too much stuff. Way too much stuff. Whichever one of these runs, it ends up just eating all the resources. So, yeah. One of these days I'll sit down and actually look at the math and the production time. And, nah, I'll never do that. But it's funny to say that I will. I just don't think this is doing me really any favors. I could consolidate the two belts just as easily by doing this. Because they're going to get mixed in anyway right down here, right? Right. So, what's the point? We could do this, actually. There we go. Just take a little bit of load off of that other belt. There we go. And then everything should get nice and mixed and redistributed. Theoretically. Is it redistributing anything? I guess it is. It's putting it all on one side of the conveyor belt. I don't know if that's a good thing either. I'm confused. Is that thing doing anything? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. How much do we come away with? Not very much. Actually, that's not so bad, I guess, production-wise. That's pretty good. We'll take all this stuff. Chips, huh? What does this use? Just iron gears. This guy uses chips. And gears. An iron plate, which we don't really have a lot of. I'm going to put more iron in the circulation. I'm gonna have to expand all the outputs, as in like all the inputs, iron input, copper input. We need more of it, which really stinks because we're gonna have to start expanding operations. I've sat in this one place, I think, long enough. Turn this off. Wow. Oh, hey, look, we're getting materials to actually make the red chips. Awesome. For now, I'm going to treat those as a... Actually, we can make everything we need to make these happen right now. As a matter of fact, it's happening right now. The only thing we're missing is steel plate, which is coming in right now. I think we actually have a chance of making the blue potion vials. What do they need? Steel and purples? That's it? Okay. How's this working out for us? Yeah, we need more iron. We're gonna need another grabber factory when the time comes. Not right this moment. I don't think we're going to need another one of these conveyor belt factories because they just... it churns them out so fast I can't put out enough to keep up with it. Alright, everything's working. These are throwing out. This is actually getting what it needs. Seems to be working on a pretty one-to-one basis. I'm going to watch this machine for just a minute if y'all don't mind. I just want to see how it's keeping up, if it's keeping up. One got through. Two got through. Alright, we're not producing copper, so we're going to have computer chip difficulties, so I'm going to go ahead and feed some of these back in, because we've got way too many. Okay, so let me go get some more of those because we have a lot of them. can't ever say that you're overproducing them though, because they are used in a lot of machines. These are overproducing. I'm just going to slowly feed them back in until I've got, I don't know, 150 left for myself. And they basically go into these little bad boys here. I'm going to help this along. Yeah, just one. Actually, yeah, we'll give it another quick refresher there. All right, we got mad plastic coming in now. That's good. This is getting just about everything it needs. We do have batteries coming in as well. Those are going to slow down because I did turn off copper production. So I'm going to feed this and this half of what I've got. And I'm going to set these grabbers to grab the blues because they're actually... Aha, there we go, finally. Oh, I can't see what it's made of. Oh well. But at least now I know where I saw it because I was going crazy earlier trying to figure out where I saw them. Because I can't see them on my build menu, of course. Obviously. These are what I want. And these. I want it all. I want it all. You know, not too much, just all of it. Okay. I am going to turn off the refinery. I'm going to have to figure out a somewhat efficient way of turning off the refinery. If I stop this feed, that's not going to do much. It'll take it a while to actually shut down. But I could do it all in one location, which would save me running back and forth. I'm certain by now this conveyor belt is jammed. No, it's not. Awesome. How are we doing over here? Got more iron than we do sulfur. That's good. How are these doing? Not so bad. I'm going to steal some of this for myself. And drop off that partial stack. Yep, I think the best place to shut it off is actually at the factory. Because its material feeds right there, so we can just shut that off. Okay. And then of course refinery products will continue to come in, but that's alright. Oh yeah, and I did actually mean to do this. Wow, I'm carrying a lot of crap these days. There we go. Just to remix in everything and get it distributed. I use them more for blenders than I do splitters. There are some places where I'm using them as a splitter like they're meant to be used. Let's go grab some more computers. Because I'm certain everything's probably getting a little starved for those. Actually, I have so many on me right now. I know these guys need computers. So let's top off each of these. These definitely need computers. These are not getting the tubing they need. I can afford to feed them once. Okay, that'll keep the reds coming out, which I do want to... Oh, those are all getting eaten up by the blue factories. I would kind of like to keep some of these for myself. Because I'm going to make a few modules. So, I think I'm going to steal some of these for myself. And what else do these need? Just wiring, plastic. They're not using a whole lot of wiring per unit. Yeah, those are just slow. Okay, so since it looks like our research has kind of gone a little stagnant, I believe we need to feed this. I think we needed to feed it a long time ago. I gotta turn off the coal feed. Stop. Turn off. Turn it off. Alright. And we need to give this what? Computers? Got it. Now, do I still have iron turned on? No. I would like to get a... What the hell is that? Oh, I turned this into a sub-factory. For making pipes. Huh. Interesting. Alright. I should... Okay, let's change this thing around a little bit. Back to what it's supposed to be. It's originally supposed to be a gear factory, but it looks like I usurped it to make pipes, which probably needed those for the refinery. Now that I think about it, I remember usurping it. Okay, back to what it was originally purposed for. We're going to turn it off because we don't need that many gears. Iron is being produced. It just gets snarfed up so fast. Part of it goes into the steel facility here. Oh hey look, greedy me. I made a reserve for myself. How convenient. Drop off that partial stack. And let's see. There's so much to do, so much to do. Actually, I'm going to grab all of that. Get rid of that chest. Drop this in there. Actually, I'm going to take all of this. Not a bad idea, though. You know what? I think I'm going to leave that in place, because that's not a bad idea. And I'll put a couple of lights so I remember they're there. Okay, this guy is actually taking iron back up to feed the gear factory because all of it was going into the steel factory. I remember this. Wow, this thing is a delicate machine. If I can actually tweak it to where it works, I'm going to be amazed. Wow, this line is so clogged. I am pulling everything down to this line though, so to be fair. You know what? Let's take this straight in the other line, because that one seems to be so not clogged. Okay, and it's clogged now. Dan, it just doesn't matter where I put it. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's pretty much the way it's going to be. Wow, this thing is definitely clogged, screwed, clogged levels. What are these guys running down on? He's got piping. He's got piping. Just not getting enough iron down here. Okay, I'm glad I left these in place because I'm going to use one right now. Actually, I'm going to snarf up as much iron as I can. Because I'm going to turn it all off here in just a minute. Technologies, is it? Landmines. That'll be used for the explosives that we're using. That's nice. Did I unlock shielding? What shield? I did. Interesting. Oh, I haven't even done level 1 yet. That would explain why everything's so slow. But again, I'm not in a big hurry, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. That's really cheap. I'm going to get landmines. It only costs 20 points and it'll only take a minute. I'm going to keep snarfing up iron. And I'm going to try and keep these machines fed to the best of my ability. There is steel in production, so I don't think we need to add steel. This line is so tied up. Maybe that'll help a little bit. No. But okay. Keep thinking if I put a high-speed sector on it somewhere I can start to unclog it, but now it's even worse clogged than it was. Okay, one more try. Let's try this. It probably won't work, but it's worth a try. This is a lot of work for a temporary system, you know? Okay, that at least has them all moving. That was fast. That at least has them all kind of moving a little bit. Shotgun. I hear shotgun's a pretty decent weapon, and I know it kind of is. I've used it a little bit. Oh, that could be useful. And this line is completely abandoned now. Because everything it has on it is getting snarfed off by other grabbers. That's fine, because any space not used will get mixed in with this here, so not bad, I guess. Is this thing handing out reds? No. We should have that hand out reds, because I do want to accumulate some. Wait, I already have one doing that. Let's not do that. Let's keep the reds where they need to be. Oh, this bottom belt is a mess. Okay, it's running a little dry now, because I've pretty much killed off all production. I'm going to go ahead and grab these and start cheating them into the machines they got to go into. So this one gets all of these, and some of this, and all of those. And this one gets all of these, and all of these. He gets as many of these as he can carry, as does this guy. I'm going to be feeding these for a long time, I have the feeling. Okay, yellow grabbers are probably not going to get too many more of those produced right now, this moment. I'll clear the line physically in a minute. What do we not need? I carry around too much ammo. We don't need that much ammo. We don't need that one extra grenade. Drop off the extra coal. I don't think we need that copper ore. One piece of it is always useful. And let's fill this back up. There's all that. Let's see, what do I need? What do I do not need? My cat's going crazy. May have to go intermission here in a minute to let the beast free. And let's see, let's go down to that. Now, down south, we're going to need some of these. And yes, I believe we needed some. One of them needed wiring. And that's good enough. Alright. And so we're going to physically feed these ourselves a little bit to keep them going. They're getting plenty of plastic, so they just need the rest of the stuff. Yeah, there's plenty of plastic floating around. Stuff's pretty easy to make, apparently. Which that's fine. I'm accumulating some of these for personal use, because I'm going to put those to use in a factory here shortly. Now, what are these not getting? Red chips. Figures. Oh, and some. Give them some of that. Looks like they're running a little low on it. Now, steel is being produced right now. No, it's not. I lied. Steel is not being produced right now. So yes, I'm just going to let this thing clean out. I'm going to let my cat out of the room. And let's see how well this thing clears itself up. So I'm going to go ahead and call an intermission. This is Permadeath. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. This is Permadeath, and I'm back. So, it doesn't look like the factory cleared itself up very well at all. Okay. This design's a little weird. Anyway, welcome to the show, viewers. I'm, trying to make a very clumsy factory work. Willy Wonka style. Okay, so, with that in mind, gonna go just a little bit longer here, probably another maybe 30 minutes. And then we'll wrap it up for tonight, but I will be back a little bit more frequently. Hopefully I'm over my dental issues, stupid frickin' teeth. And yeah, and before that I had a cold. It's been a good month. So, continuing on, where are we? These are working. I was feeding these manually for a little while just to get some of this stuff out of the inventory. It looks like it's time to clean the belts and go check on the status of the refinery. I'm just gonna let this... Actually, no, let's clean the belt. Sweep up the belts here. We're overproducing plastic, clearly. The coal I'm not so worried about, because it will get used if I keep it in circulation, and I shouldn't be grabbing off the individual belts like that. It doesn't pay off. Let's grab off of here. Whoa, frame lag. Alright, there we go. And we're full. So, let's go drop off. Well, yeah, let's go drop off what we can. Don't need any of that. Definitely loaded with plastic, that's for sure. Let's keep a little bit for ourselves. And technology, yay! Technology. Oh, we're producing blues now, so that's what I'm doing. What else do I want to keep some for myself? Let's get rid of that. Grab a full stack. I have enough chips now that I could start creating some modules, which I am definitely interested. These things are slow to be manufactured, so I think I'm just going to throw up a temporary factory to manufacture them for me. Just a little temporary, you know. Those of you who've watched the show, you know my little temps that I throw up every once in a while. Didn't I need those somewhere? Wasn't I building a new power plant? Did I just abandon that in mid-project? Oh my god. My brain. Okay. Or lack thereof, I should say. Put one here, and one here. And it doesn't need to be purple. It just needs to be blue. Blue in. And we'll put the output up here. In. And output up here. Chest, 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 and I ran out of stuff. And chest, where I'm standing. Perfect. Okay. Now I want this to make modules. I want it to make purple modules. And I want this one to make blue modules. So to make the blues I need reds and greens. To make the purples I need reds and greens. Okay. So how about that and half of those. And that and that. These are pointed the right way, right? Okay. I don't want to come back screwed. And I'm going to put a light out here just so I remember this place exists. Now, speaking of research, we actually produced quite a few of the blues. I'm pretty happy about that production. That's good stuff there. Let's go put it to use in the labs. And alright, Butamus. Butamus. And line's a lot clearer now since I swept it up. Wondering if I should physically feed some of these machines again. Oh, and how many did I get out of here? Ooh, nice. Okay. I do like that little setup there. I'm going to turn it off for now. And what I will do is I'm going to set up kind of a more permanent one here. Light, just so I remember it's here. Actually, I won't do that. I'll just remember it's here. And any extra chips will go into there. That way I'll kind of have a little supply growing on the side. Okay, and I've been filling up iron this whole time. So we should have a good supply of iron now. So let's turn that off as well. And I think we'll just probably close up the show now, because I'm more or less just doing a couple of logistic things. Let's go ahead and grab these. So that way we're loaded up. And next episode we will be doing something. I'm not sure what at this point, because there's so much stuff to be done. But yeah, so that's what's going to happen. So I think we're going to go ahead and close up the show right on now. And I'm going to say thank you to all the viewers who hung out. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I will be back in the next day or two with more Permadeath Extraordinaire taking on Factorio. So let's go ahead and save this. And we will just say that this is Permadeath Extraordinaire, and as always, until next time, loving y'all.